How's it going, everyone? FoxGamer42 here, and welcome back to Pillars of Eternity 3. I just remembered I forgot to plug my headphones in. And luckily we're still loading into the game because I was a little late to this. But yeah. Why is nothing happening? Here we are. So I've done a little bit of grinding. I've done some bounties. If I show those off. So I've done a bunch of those. I got this one left, but I can just keep doing those between streams. Right now, we're going to Hasongo. And I just realized it's still not going through the headphones. Just give me a second. Okay, this should be better. So we're making our way to Hasongo, wherever that is. Sayaka, Hasongo. And let's get going. There should be music, but it's nice just listening to the waves. Slight creaking of your ship below you. Ooh, stuff. I like stuff. Repair supplies, always good to have. Doesn't look like I've checked out this island yet. Let's just search this area. And there's a small fishing village over here. Why are you going that way? Could you not have gone over the bridge? Just gonna do a loop along this whole country? So what if I start here? Or do I have to click the... It looks like I gotta go over the bridge. Like, manually click the bridge. Okay, let's see what the Osa channel is. As you travel northwest, you discover a broad channel separating you from the flat expanse of a sandy islet. A wooden bridge spans the waterway, easily wide enough to accommodate a cart and horse. Oh, I need to rest me and Jody. A crowd throngs the bridge. An electric menagerie of clean-coated Valians, Amawa in bright and colorful robes, and even the odd Orlan. Down the hill by the water's edge, you see a small cluster of Amawa have gathered. So do we walk over the bridge, or should we approach the Amawa near the water? From the shore, you see that the channel's current seems significantly stronger than it had from afar, perhaps fed by the recent storms. The Juana gather there, garbed in thin robes and little else. Watch as you approach. One steps forward, her own gown in far brighter colors than those around her. She raises an eyebrow. You look like an islander born and bred, but you're no Juana. She nods towards the bridge. If you come to watch, the better viewing's on the bridge. What's all this about? The arc of her hand describes the swimmers, then the waters, then the islet on the other side. They challenged the Osa channel. The rains fell, and the waters run swift. They must swim swifter yet. For each who finishes, there is honor. For the one who wins, there is more. I don't think my characters... Yeah, we don't have the athletics, but if I can nominate... Oh, they're both 6. Yeah, if I can nominate one of these two, that would be cool. Let's examine the competitors. Maya overlooks the Juana, eyes lingering on a heavily muscled bald woman, a lean blonde man, and a gangly young man in his late teens. I reckon the blonde has an advantage, being both strong and compact. I feel like I probably shouldn't join if it's me who's going to be competing, given my serious burn and low athletics. Let's ask her who she thinks will win. The one Ngati favors, as sure as the tide. Okay, so she has... But you don't miss her glass towards the fiery blonde. Okay, let's return towards the bridge. Bridge is relatively new, a little warm for something on the coast. The flat slats are utterly without ostentation. The structure crafted solely for functionality. The quiet murmur of conversation rises as you approach, entirely overwhelming the susurrus of the sea. Never heard that word before, susurrus. These people came out here to watch a race. Ain't from around here, are you? His return accent suggests he isn't either. It's a local tradition. A swim race at the Oyster Channel after a big storm when it turns at its strongest. Winner gets some kind of Google or some such. Bragging rights too. People put money on this race. Thought you looked like the type who'd want in on this. 10 shells to bet. It's roughly £50. You bet I'll happily take that in silver or copper. Odds are 3 to 1 on the big bald woman. Murray Blonde pays out 5 to 1. If you bet on that ropey kid, you got 10 times. Let's go for the blonde. Everyone seems to think the blonde's our best shot. Maybe we've got an eye for this. Or maybe you like to live dangerously. Okay, let's watch the race. You watch the Yamala disrobe. They crouch on the stones along the water as the master of ceremonies lifts their hand above her head. When she drops it, they flash into the water like cannonballs. One of the Juana, you notice, struggles to remain in the pack. Now he's struggling to stay above the water. His desperate gasps carry down the channel. Oh, I did this? Oh, I did. I did not think I would succeed. I thought I could tell one of my guys to do that. It'd be nice if they could say who. Wrap an arm around the struggling swimmer. It's the wherewithal not to struggle against you as you swim towards the land. Many thanks again. Okay, so we lost that 50, but at least we saved a dude. Now let's strike the village. Nothing here. Still was a fun race, though. Okay. Can I go? Nice. You just set a shortcut from here. Straight north. Oh. Easy there. How much further is it to Hisongo? About halfway there from the island we left. That is just an empty island. And here we are. I've been wanting to out in the other room. I should probably bring up what I said on the last stream, that I'd do this on Sunday. That was back when I thought my course was an afternoon one, taking up the time I'd usually be doing this right now. But things worked out.
Otsura asked me to train a crop of new sailors. Guess the sharpshooting lesson was wasted. Should have spent that time talking about home.
Know anything about this place that could help?
I didn't stay long. We sailed north for target practice, then circled back. Should have kept going.
So, do what we can to avenge them. Oh, and they leveled up. Let's see. Just for safety's sake, let's put something into athletics. People don't like it when I lie. Let's just go for streetwise. Use skill. Let's go for this. Oh, new weapon. I already have the dagger, the sword, and the other dagger. Let's see what else I really need. Yeah, let's go with the wand. What is that? It's like a dead mermaid. Okay, what you got? Let's keep boosting our highest stats. Let's nudge up history a little bit too. Some new spells. If I can do that, why can't she? Okay, so get the hatchet, get the small seal. I got gun and crossbow. Let's go with Morningstar. Not really plan on giving her different kinds of weapons, especially since I think I can just upgrade both the ones she has. Let's boost our athletics too. Let's look at diplomacy. Let's do this. Then maybe next time I'll do that. Not long, but let's just go for pistols. After this, I should probably check on the others, see if they have anything too. Maybe try to at least keep the team balanced. And let's go for diplomacy too. So all their strength and more hostile effects. Okay, let's go with that. Let's go for an S-Talk. We can never find one of those. And lastly, there. Gave him a hat. Not sure whether that was between streams or not. Seemed like a guy would like to take a hat. And let's boost his explosives, why not? Actually, athletics used to be the most useful. Now, vigorous defense, charge, that could work. Why not give them a little extra variety in shields? Okay, everyone back on the boat. Okay, so just gonna check. Level 6, level 6. 8, 8, 8, 8. Okay. Let's put away these two and bring back these guys. Hopefully they level up quick. Or did they just level up now? Whatever, while we're on the ship, might as well, yep. Curse of Darkness. We still have that. Okay, let's give you we do not have that much extra food lying around, do we? How about some vegetables? And let's go. Hopefully everyone should be cured now. Let's get into Hassango. Oh, these guys do get to level up. Okay, calm down. Easy, girl. Stay with us. See, let's boost your sleight of hand. And streetwise. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of barbarian stuff. I think I need to... Can I not switch between them? Choose abilities for both classes. Oh, do I get like one here and another one on the other side? That'd be good. Let's go for this. And then we get one of these. Nice. Let's see. Pain Lake. Links an ally to those around them, forcing attackers to experience a portion of all damage the ally suffers. What's this one? Violates an enemy's memories to bring vivid recollections of past failures to the surface. Let's go for this one. I'm not sure whether it's just one good hit or all the damage we do in a certain while, but there we go. And you... Let's put that into Arcana. And Metaphysics. A lot of good moves here. Let's go with Concussive Missiles. And Iron Skin? Let's go for this. Okay, everyone seems good to go now. Let's just go into stealth mode.
Foot and an heavy bullet, our cap.
I'm not especially keen on taking orders from disembodied voices, you know.
I don't get this at all. There was a Dawnstar settlement on Isongo. The place got trampled just the same.
Doesn't seem to matter who he hurts. He does as he pleases.
This is Wide Wen all over again. Only now we know it really is Aethys behind it. I'll tell you one thing. When we catch up to that unstoppable god statue, me and him are gonna have words.
I think I saw something moving around up ahead, but I can't see anything. Nothing to loot yet either.
Well, at least he's easy to follow. Headed right for the lighthouse.
Okay. There's a snake over there. Take your time. for us to get around here. Right, as a group. The snake's gonna see us. Okay, there's no way for it here.
That's unusual. I've got some bad news.
Hello there. Let's just... Yeah, it looks like a 1v5. We got
Frog
this.
in a figurehead.
Mind your manners.
Let him go. And down goes the snake. Oh. I think he got him. Ooh. Coral Naga Sword. Up to an eye and scales. Neat. Oh, there's someone in the foot. Poor guy must have gotten stomped.
Strangest feeling I've done this before.
Yeah, I could use this on, oh wow. Let's go do Flesh Mender, Light Armor Secure, Bible Rating 11. Humility. I can't tell whether or not that's better or not. Fine padded armor seems to be 7. 7 either way. Guess we're going by looks. Nope. This is a leather armor, not a robe. Well, it's already got 7 plus 2. Well, visually not exactly what I'm going for, but those will do. Robes don't seem to be upgradable. Well, as a healer, probably keep you healed. What's this do? I don't know what those do. I think I'll just skip that for now. You. Good shield, good sword, upgradable armor. That's just regular light armor. Upgradable.
This is a work of art. You read my mind.
Red stench wafts from the boats, the corpses pinned beneath them. Nice. Everyone, attack the battle. There's some water and some seaweed. There's some stuff up there. And a building to go in. Let's just make our way around the outside first. This looks like a dead end too. Nothing to see up here. Can we go down through here or?
We got trouble, folks.
Oh. Yeah, I see no way for us to hit these guys. Let's rest of us are not much in the way.
They're not my thing, Sammy.
Oh, hell.
Wait, how did you... What is that?
Take that!
Hold up, hold up. I said hold up. What's that? How do we get up? How did it dare get up here? Oh my.
Well, if you insist.
And then if you two continue to fight this guy.
Nightcap.
Oh, look at you. Darkness flows and the light wanes.
Die!
I'll give you so much stuff to heal yourself. What does this do?
Nightcap.
Running won't save you.
See you, me tomb.
How is the deer still alive? Okay, you're not doing anything, so let's just send you away. Why does my computer keep turning into a vacuum? Like, why is this doing more on this game than it did on Midnight Suns? That was way more of an intense game than this, graphically. Okay, we got coral bows and more parts. What's this? Everyone destroy the barrels.
There's a walloping!
What for, Cap?
There does not seem to be anything in these barrels. There, at least now we can get through. What is this cannon? Okay, what can we see from here? Broken towers rise feebly from the water, corpses and debris float between them. There's no sign of life until you note movement near the center of the fort. A huge cluster of Naga have congregated in the central walkway. Okay, let's put it in position. What? What did we need? You're the strongest guy we got. How is it 7? Okay, guess we're leaving this alone and we're doing that the hard
Done
way.
and done.
Oh, hey. We're not doing that. These are straight up oil barrels. Let's take a look inside before we start moving to the left. Those maybe will be easier on my computer too. Oh. Ooh, weapons.
At once.
We got trouble, folks.
Yeah.
Real
Oh, Ghost Naga. Can't get there just yet.
You lot, old course. I'll be staying back here, not getting myself blown fries to shit and shit again.
A clever gambit.
Hey there. Looks like it's this one. Let's go.
Mess!
Can't make a dent.
I hope you're ready.
Okay, everybody just... We should be at a decent distance now, but let's just make our way up here and let you blow everything up just for the hell of it. Oh wow.
What do you suppose that belly thing is?
Okay, there's a trap there.
Of course.
Okay, I know
May
I
I
can
assist?
do that. I cannot disarm the trap.
You read my mind.
Okay, nothing I can do here, except...
May I assist?
have the squad stand a very good distance away.
Oh?
It should be fine. And see if I can't shoot that from there.
That's it!
Perhaps I needed to use a gun.
Aye. Aye.
How far away can you go from this? Okay, your range is much shorter.
See you must me too, man.
And run away. Ooh, that did something to my frames. Okay, we live. Okay, I'm assuming the trap triggered, but nothing happened because I already blew everything up.
Tomorrow would have been belaying us for a rest by now.
Well, shit. Oh, nothing else in here. I have to give these guys another rest because of the burn. What does that do? How do you get a burn? Whatever, let's just go check that other door. See where that leads. Whoa. What's going on here?
Shut the door, quick, before the Naga get in.
It's alright.
We're the
I'm here to
finest
help.
soldiers and cannoneers in Aora. We don't need anything.
Folks that saw Widewind on the field of battle, ones that lived, used to get rounded up looking like this. Some got reassigned, but most they sent home.
Wait, you're not the reinforcements. There are supposed to be reinforcements.
That's right. Azanuikaru sent me to find out what happened.
Then you'll want my report. Yes. The first thing was the Colossus. It showed up a few days ago, a week ago, I can't be sure. But it was huge. Glowed like luminous Audra.
What happened
The
next?
Colossus was coming right for us. Fleetmaster Co. ordered the Gunhawks and Cannoneers to take up positions. They fought. The rest of us were sent below, like cowards.
What did the Colossus do then?
I heard cannon blasts, artillery fire. Felt the world shake. Then the water started coming in. We came back up, and the others were... I don't know. Like they'd been turned to ash. And the Colossus was walking away. The fort was flooding, where it had broken our walls, and the luminous Audra in the lighthouse had gone dark.
Where is this lighthouse?
On the western side of the fort. It's a true marvel, a monument to Rauatayan engineering.
Proof we can tame and transform this place, once we get rid of the scale bellies.
I see.
Wait,
I
the
thought we could
Naga!
take a look.
They skulked in after, once our walls were down. Those of us who were left
Gotta close the
fought,
door.
but those cowards moved through the sunken hallways, ambushed us from below.
Fought to the last. Take pride in that.
When the Hazanui's reinforcements get here, we'll strike back.
And build our walls back up so nothing gets through. And double our cannons. So we can destroy that Colossus if it ever comes back.
Seem to be storing an awful lot of black powder here.
As you can see, we have need of it. Rauatayans do not do anything in half measures.
A few things about explosives.
The Deadfire is a savage place. Something that Valian coin counters and Huana tribals do not seem to recognize. But our people conquered Rauatai 2 millennia ago. We understand what it takes to survive, to tame a wild land.
I swear, this is the third game in the... Actually, no. Where did I go before? Whatever, second game. Where we have this voice actor.
Is there anything else?
Colossus that marched through here was Aethys.
That monster that killed our people?
I suppose he does look like a monster from down here.
I told you, Zahira. The Godhammer scrambled their god, and now he's taking his revenge.
Our gods are above petty motivations like revenge. No, Gon's got a bigger plan for you and me.
I don't believe her, but Jody's right.
It's no coincidence your Aethys shows up just as Latharn storms out.
Who's Latharn, and what do you have against these farmers?
Dawnstars.
Fleetmaster Co. hired them to tend the fields that supply the mainland, but they started acting strange, dreaming strange.
You mean dreaming of things to come?
One of them, Latharin, had a row with the Fleetmaster over it, left angry just before the Colossus showed up.
And...
You think that's a coincidence?
I think their praying called it here, getting back at us for the Godhammer. Even if not, they definitely know something.
Spitting at our god? You ought to fear for the future of your soul.
So, any ways to fight the snakes?
The finest cannons and bombards in the archipelago. Why, you can barely walk the ramparts without... There's still one. There must be one. They can't all have been destroyed. But you'll need a trained artillerist to aim it. Don't go back out there. You'll be safe here until reinforcements arrive.
Just stay away from the water. Damn scale bellies are hiding down there. They'll ambush if you get close.
Sometimes you can see them, if you look carefully.
Well, luckily, most of us have pretty high perception. Unlike me in real life. And there's like a barrel down there. Let's just go
I shall be discreet.
just to be safe. So the barrels, there's that artillery. There's a beam up there I can interact with.
At what?
Little bit of water. Now let's make our way back up here. What am I gonna do with this? Right, this takes. Okay, you can succeed at that, but not the artillery cannon. Okay, that's still there at least. Can't go further that way. What is that? Oh, lizard people. Can I go that way? Should be able to. Probably better to fight them up on land. All we can do is go through here. Should come out that front door. That'll go out there. Still some food. What's this? This is probably a bad idea. See that halt right leads west, left, and southeast back towards the docks. Let's go left. Oh, that didn't go too bad. And a yoink. 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 Anything else up here? Nope. The presence of a soul, twisting and sinuous. It notices you too and draws near. Its restless essence tingles against your own. It is searching, hunting. You recognize it as the soul of a Naga.
What is this? Come closer. You glow so brightly, just like the...
What are you searching for?
A way. The striped fiends profane the island, endlessly burrowing, building. They bury the Adra under stone. Sugan says we must find a way in. Sugan says I must find a way in.
Who is Sugan?
Speaker for the gods. Grandfather to many. He leads us here. And here I must find a way in. The fiends gather at the walls, searching too. Not for me, but they see me still.
Come with me.
You who amble and wander. I feel it in you. You drift through life like flotsam on the tides. I cannot lose my way. Stay a little longer. Your glow is a comfort here.
I'm afraid you died.
No, not dead. Still searching.
What are you looking for now?
A way, I said. A glowing, shining way. The way glows like an anglerfish lure, but it feels safe. I will follow the way, I think. But then I see another glowing thing. This one does not feel safe.
Aethys. Skip all of this if there's no voice acting.
There is no way and no light. I am afraid.
I will restore the Adra pillar. Then you can continue on your way.
The way? I am searching for a way. Show me.
We're talking in symbols, but we're good now. Which way did I go before? That was right. I should have read what was going on. I thought we could just go straight through. This is a new area.
I have the strangest feeling I've done this before.
But should be worth it. After we get a bunch of extra food. We are not going that way again though. Where does this put us out? Oh, on the other side of that. Dang, they're all facing the other way. They're over there waiting for us, but we're
I won't be gone long. What's our plan? May I assist? May I assist?
Let's see, we got an archer, a shaman, and a warrior. And a totem. I don't want to get too close to that.
Aye.
Let's see if we can't lure
Foes
them out
ahead.
here.
Ulu Sen!
Line up. Okay, everyone else, go for the totem.
Lavaru beyond seek! Lavaru
You've
beyond
just made
seek!
my list. Try not to be deceived.
Can't take much more.
Running won't save you.
Okay, where is... there it is.
That would be a no.
Too bad.
Get your ass up, you bookish bastard!
Okay, I assume that means we killed something. Because of that Storm Blight now? Well, we're blowing up the snake people.
Maybe the privy.
Where am I going?
Moe.
Everything hurts.
Need something stronger.
We're dropping like flies.
Okay, we got a big three at least.
Somehow it always ends in bloodshed.
Moe. Ixie. On us.
That'll teach you.
Rebirth awaits
If you
me.
insist.
Okay, what are you gonna do? You're gonna do a prayer, that's alright, I guess. Although, simple heal spell would probably be better for everyone.
Moe. Ixie. On us.
Shall we begin?
This thing isn't doing the job.
Rebirth awaits me.
That's down. Just one good hit, come on. There we go. Well, that fight could have gone better. Anything else around here?
All right.
Okay, let's boost your insight and arcana. Use spells is always fun. Love Aora. Let's go for something a little more defensive. You could use it. Let's go for a staff, since you're a wizard and all. Alright, is there someone left?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we got everyone.
I hear
just
you.
Move up here. Okay, it looks like we can climb onto the roof or something. Let's keep looking around here.
A clever gambit.
Quick snack. Or weapons. Yeah, it just kind of looked like a bar to me.
I have the strangest feeling I've done this before.
Okay, anything else? Actually, wait. Okay, I guess we're going in anyway. Changed my mind, but we're doing it anyway.
I taste his fear. Open.
I can't move.
I see a soul in the darkness. One ready for reaping.
Yep. Okay, front three.
Yeah.
So I got a warrior and an archer.
Somehow it always ends in bloodshed.
Take that! Can't make a dent.
Mind your manners. Shall we begin?
Being a lot more coordinated definitely helps out. So I'm going for a one-on-one.
At once. Let me fetch my tools.
Anything else around here? Okay, whatever's in here is past that door.
Aye, aye.
Guess we gotta keep looking. Let's check the map of this area. Lighthouse is over there, not around here though. There's another door around here. Speed up the running. There's oil barrels. Seems like there might be a way through
Scallywags
here.
hook.
Oh, there are dudes here. Actually, that's probably not a good idea, but is everyone else about to rush in? Yeah, they're just archers.
The mess! I hope you're ready. Beyond well?
Okay, can I start taking from these guys? There we go. I wonder how much I can get by selling all the weapons I've picked up so far. Some of the stuff I find seems to be a pretty decent quality. Flecks of sealing wax cling to the tip of the blade. Gun. Map. Masanga Fort. Expanded design. What was... There was someone back there. I only just saw him when we left. That spot looks familiar. Where does that put us back out? Is that a fox? Nope, just a dog. The dog watches you approach, its ears forward and head cocked.
Uh-oh. We got a ferocious beast watching us. And he looks like he's got a very itchy belly.
Come here. Let's give it a little scratch. Nice. Let's see what this dog can do. We only have 2 people with pet slots though. You do. Terror familiar effect. Yeah, I think you're the one that gets switched. Would pets be under other? Yep. What do you... Stealth and survival. Nice. Okay, now we get a dog following us. I wonder if there are any dog percent speedruns of this game. Apparently there's also a pet store somewhere in there. Let me know. I forget the name of the island. Stairs. Type temple. Don't think I can get into that one though. Is there a way around this way, or... I want to see what's up there, but I don't want to just scale the size of that building. Hopefully this leads all the way around. Don't know why Ayla's taking a different route. Oh, there's a cat up there too. We're gonna have so many pets by the end of this. Got more animals on this ship than humans. Okay, and that's where we would have climbed up. One heck of a shortcut. Anyway. Run. Look at him go. I wonder why you can't have a cat or a dog as like your ranger companion.
The sea-striped fiends send you to uproot the tree of the gods, yes? Their blasphemy knows no bounds. Go! Carry a warning of what you have seen to the other shufflers.
I need to approach the altar.
Fool! See what the impiety of the sea-striped fiends has wrought? The sand-striped shufflers know better. But you others come. Smooth-toned or furred or sea-striped, with blasphemous hunger. Now, foreign ones dig at these roots, and the Deep Hunter is with us no more. Now, the gods return to rain their punishment on these islands. Again.
Saying the gods have brought ruin to Deadfire before.
Do your stories say nothing of the many disasters? Of the shuffler nests washed away like foam? Many generations ago, the sand-striped ones built great hives across the islands, and bastions around the Adra roots.
Sand-striped? You're describing the Huana.
Their ancestors, yes. Their meddling displeased the gods. So the gods smashed their works with heaving volcanoes and crashing waves.
So you think history is repeating itself?
You shufflers are beasts of habit. You do not learn. You do not change. You cast off your sheddings by night, only to put them back on at daybreak. You wrap yourself in filthy, worn-out things. Our ancestors hid deep, where the waters quenched the fires and muffled the storms. They remembered while shufflers scattered. Now, the shufflers build again. The gods see. They will tear them all down.
I'm a watcher. I can restore this Adra if you let me near it.
If your fat tongue speaks true, then give us proof.
What would you consider
I
proof?
tell you, thick tongues lie. Forked tongues do not. If what you say is true, then surely you can speak with the dead. I will believe your words, only if I hear them from the tongue of my own people.
Okay, let's pull out that snake skull we found before. And thus, bright, wispy form appears. The other Naga pull themselves into tight, fearful knots. Only Sugan cranes himself forward, his head cocked.
Sugan, I found the way.
Yanis, you died. We saw.
The way became dark, but this one brought light.
We will kill the shuffler and free your soul, Yanis.
I'm standing right here.
Do old scales cloud your eyes? The shuffler glows like the Godwalker, like the way.
Now I'm starting to wish Naga was an option on here.
He will open the way.
The gods give you power, yes. But is it enough?
It's really interesting trying to avoid a fight. We could have started something a while ago.
Approach. Restore the blessing of the gods to the Adra.
I feel like just starting a fight for no reason would probably piss these guys off. Okay, before we do that, let's boost your stealth, boost your streetwise. And let's teach you some moves. Great about damage. Generates more focus. Let's go with this. And new weapon. I feel like it'd like a flail. Okay, you guys just keep standing where you are. I am going to go and touch the rock.
As your hand touches the dim Adra, you feel the same cool, pricking sensation that you did when you touched the pillar near Port Mage. You concentrate on the pillar. The world around you swiftly falls away, leaving only the vast emptiness of the in-between. The Adra and a multitude of golden threads undulating off into the distance. For a second time, you gather the threads in your mind and bind them together, forming a solid tether that ripples out toward its distant anchor. Again, a crack sounds from the terminus. Your consciousness is violently pulled along the cord. You are prepared for the sensation this time, but are still disoriented when you come to a sudden stop. You find yourself standing behind a familiar Titanic statue as it trudges through invisible waters. Standing at Aethys' shoulder, your soul is dwarfed by the massive god's form. Energy pulses along the tether, each wave feeding the Adra's movements. He stops. His head cranes behind him, again accompanied by the sound of stone shearing and buckling. His eyes rest upon you. He does not reach for the cord, but considers you for a long span of silence before speaking.
Your first attempt to contact me was brave. This second attempt, is it born out of desperation or something else? Why do you continue to follow me? Watcher of Cadnua.
Gareth insists.
Yes, they must want answers. But why do the biddings of the gods matter to you?
Pallid Knight will claim my life as forfeit if I don't find out what you're doing.
That is a cruel bargain, to be a god's pawn.
Better than having a god demolish my castle and leave me for dead.
I am sorry for what I did, but it was done for the hope of a better future.
It's barely an exclamation, much less an excuse.
It is not. When the gods set foot to Eora, the mountains tremble and the seas roil. The moon falls from the heavens, and the sky blackens with ash. It is not fair. It is not just. Like the storm.
He's saying the actions of the god are beyond reason. And that you simply don't care about their consequences.
I care for those I have harmed, but it is not enough to care. What I have done, what I do, is done out of love. And love requires sacrifices, sometimes awful ones.
Aethys becomes silent. You can sense his presence advancing back along the cord between you. His energy flows over your hand. Tendrils of light probing into the air around you. They poke and prod at the silent lost souls hovering in your vicinity.
You are in a unique position. In spite of the work of the Leaden Key and Hand Occult, you have seen through our facade. You know the god's true nature. Without the benefit of your knowledge, few mortals would be willing to accept the true history of their gods. After all, we weren't. The last time I walked Eora, I made a mistake in not revealing my true purpose. I believe you would understand it better than most.
I'm just gonna nod.
Yes, I
Smile
will
and
tell
nod.
you, but this is not the time. As I take this body farther from the lighthouse, the tether grows weaker, and I have already tarried too long. Soon this link will unravel completely. If I have not reached my destination when that happens, I will need to pull more souls from your world.
Where are you going? I will meet you there.
The edges of Aethys's massive form blur and dissolve. The huge figure retreats from you. As it moves, the tether begins to rapidly unravel. As Aethys speaks, his voice sounds garbled, fragmented, and distant.
If you would know more, find me at the Ashen Maw in Margren's Teeth. I must rest there before I begin my final work. When I leave that place, you will not be able to follow. Before I go, I should return some of this to you. I still have need of the great power of your soul, but I can spare you this portion.
A pulse of energy moves back along the golden cord toward you. It feels familiar, comforting, even before it contacts you. The energy washes over you, flooding you with feelings and memories you had thought long forgotten until they settle back into the cracks of your soul. And then the tether and cord snap, Aethys's figure evaporating into dust that mingles with the endless gray expanse. Heat rushes over you, and the uncomfortable sensation of the Audra Pillar's presence cuts off. The gloom of the in-between is pierced by the light of the living world. You are back in the lighthouse, no longer dim. The luminous Audra beside you is filled with warmth and light.
So he's heading to Margren's Teeth. Oh wow. Is that a good thing?
Long have we kept peace with the sand-striped people. But then, the foreign ones came and spread, killed our people, built their hives everywhere. We were sure the Godwalker came to cast them out, that driving them away was a holy mission.
Slaughter is never a holy mission.
You have never fought to defend something. Very fortunate. Or cowardly. We must go. I know not what this means, but our brethren should hear of it. You show us something new today, Shuffler. Thank you for this. And for your mercy.
Ooh, yay. What does this do? This a necklace? What into it? Plus, good things last longer, bad things don't cast as long.
Naturally.
Okay, let's head out to the upper area. Back to the boat, rest up, because Seraphin's gotten the crap beaten out of him. What's this? Bomb. And a cat. Corlagon. Nothing else in here. So let's keep looking around this area. Don't want to have to make a second trip just to find some extra boxes. Oh. Look at them all slithering away.
That's right. Keep slithering.
Actually, if we just go here for now. Get some barrels.
Oh yeah, love hugging big shiny rocks much as the next freebooter. But mayhaps you want to be explaining the whole insensate drooling bit, Captain?
I was rather hoping someone else would bring that up. If you got something to tell us.
You don't look like you're gonna be sick this time, so I take it that's a good sign?
Aethys is heading to a place called Magran's Teeth.
That sounds ominous. I was actually wondering about you, though. How are you holding up?
Well, it's strange.
It feels like we're getting closer. I just don't know to what.
And there's a lot of barrels down here. You can't go that way.
A clever gambit.
Doesn't look like there's any way through though. Whatever this is, I cannot interact with it. So I guess back through here it is. Something about having video game weather match IRL weather. Well, it's actually a little better outside right now. It looked like it was going to be a bit of a storm earlier though. lit up.
You read my mind.
Oh, these are explosive valves. Never mind. I guess we're maxed out for cannonballs. Still can't interact with that for some reason. Maybe it means I could throw a bomb at it or something. Anyway. Actually, let's head back to the storage tower first. Let people know it's safe to come out. I wish we could give everyone pets.
Scale-bellied cowards! I knew they'd run!
Anyone still in here? By the way, I didn't check to see any. Soldier. Let's just got some stuff here. I'll take that. Okay, let's see. I've been everywhere except. You down there? Can't remember whether or not I went in here. Actually, this is the spot with all the... Okay, we did go in here. There was that room they were trying to unlock, but I don't think we can get in there now either. Yeah, let's just leave. Back in the boat, rest up, and then let's see where we need to go left. Don't know where we need to go now. Well, yes, we would have some nuts. Do I need to do it again? Or does one rest get all? Okay, the rest I gave did not seem to help you. That's Grand Secretary of the Royal Deadfire Company and Special Emissary of the Ranganui of Ruatai. Nagataka is abuzz with your deeds. I'm glad to meet you at last. What is this about? I want to extend the thanks of the Royal Deadfire Company for what you've done. You've restored a valuable asset, whether or not that was your intention. Yeah, this that the palace will want to hear of this, no doubt. And you may as well take the credit while the deed is fresh. And you get Migrant's teeth. He does not seem to think that's a good idea. Paraphrasing. Forgive my compatriots, Migrant's teeth is a volcanic chain along the northeastern edge of Deadfire. It is also one of the most treacherous places in the archipelago. Waters around it are patrolled by giants said to be born of Magran's own volcanoes. Even our well-armed ships do not venture there. I could use a new ship. That's what I did all those bounty missions for. Resource individuals, blah blah blah, here, guys, and there. Okay, I guess we head back to Nagataka first. Or I could just go straight to the Ashen Maw. Oops, okay. I've already done that, I just need to... Okay, back to Nagataka. Just, give me a second. There we go. Why did I have this off? I recognize the melody, but they changed the lyrics. It'd be cool if you could hear your party members in the when you're listening to this. Let's see. A colorful parrot alights on the railing of your ship. A missive bound to its legs bears the signal that bears the sigil of Kahanga tribe. Okay. It'd be my honor to host the Savior at Kahanga Palace. The doctor is a city for one and outsiders alike, and there's no shortage of work. Interesting.
You blink and find yourself standing in the knee-high grass of an endless field, with the day just falling into dusk. Then, the earth falls away. The wind ceases, and you are sent tumbling up into the dark of the sky.
Watcher.
The voice of the Pallid Knight shakes the earth at your feet. You have returned to Bareth's realm. Your soul once more called to attend the wishes of the God of Death.
Maybe try a door next time?
Your preference has been noted.
The Pallid Knight crosses her arms. You can't be certain, but you think you might see the barest hint of a smile tugging at the edges of the Pallid Knight's lips.
Like, I'm just gonna try to walk the line of being so done with their shit that, yeah, I know, my duty and all. Gotta get this shit done.
Once again, you have spoken with the Child of Light. Tell me what you have learned.
It makes for Magran's teeth.
Intriguing.
The Pallid Knight stares past you, pensive.
While attend. Tell me what your many eyes perceive.
Her words ring out, and a heavy silence descends. In the silence breaks the murmur of countless voices. They speak all at once in languages both known and unknown to you.
This is a very different set of gods.
In the space beside Bareth, an eye blinks open, followed fast by several more. They are round, keen eyes of Kith, the slit eyes of snakes, the small, dark marbles of birds, the bulbous lanterns of deep-sea fish.
Here we are.
A figure walks through the cloud of eyes as one might step through a door. It is an Orlan, then a pale elf, an ocean human, a Naga, each of them eyeless. They are Wal.
Wal, the god of secrets, revelations, illusions, cryptography, blah blah blah, perceptions, dreams, and visions.
This is the first interesting thing to happen in ages, and we do so love a riddle.
The figure wears an Amawa's grin, and the many voices beneath its own titter.
Yes, it's so interesting when hundreds of Kith die so Aethys can take a stroll.
Some things must be lost to be found again. You knew that once, when you buried my...
Oh, I just realized I did not change the category of the game. Give me a second. There we go. That must have been confusing.
We have read the book of your life, Watcher. It is heavy with the weight of your choices, and its pages are not unmarred by the blood of others. You read, but on a smaller scale. We see between the strings of the world, and Aethys is there, strumming them like a lute. His tongue is still, yet he sings of a coming joy. What tune he plays, we do not know. It is complex, ever-shifting. One moment vibrating in harmony, the next in discord.
A man strides through the door to Bareth's realm. Behind him lope wolves with lolling tongues, and jungle cats whose long tails twitch with every step. Galawain, the changeling, arrives, and he brings with him the wild heart of Eora's untamed places. Fast on Galawain's heels, a small wave of seawater washes across the tiles. It pours off the edge of the platform and cascades down into the beyond. From out of the water rears a glowing lure, then the head of a gigantic fish. The round black eyes of Andra roll to meet yours.
Aethys is nothing if not resourceful. I admire his nerve.
In the changeling's voice, you hear the soft patter of rain on leaves and the rush of wind through treetops.
If his journey leads him back to us, he has proved himself worthy of return to the fold.
Aethys does not return to us. He returns to execute some grand plan. We must stop him.
Andra's voice rises like a tide, panic riding its crest. The doors lining the walls of Bareth's realm slam open in unison. Warped pieces of ancient armor and the remnants of discarded weapons roar through the doorways. They meet in the center of the room, in a shower of sparks, and form the vague figure of a man. Finally, a blacksmith's sledge hurtles past your shoulder, and the figure snatches it from the air.
Okay, a bit of Thor imagery here.
A man made half of metal and half of ruined skin stands before you. The rounded metal of a well-worn shield makes up most of his skull, his right eye socket, and jaw. His mouth is pulled forever into a half grimace.
If Aethys has something foolish planned, perhaps we can turn him from that path and set him down a more productive one.
Abaddon's words crash and screech together,
Abaddon,
like long steel gears forced to movement for the first time in centuries.
Industry, strength, hope, and aspiration.
Abaddon speaks with a child's naivety.
Other gods don't seem too concerned.
He violates not their realms, but mine. I feel his urgency in every stamp of his feet along my spine. I will send tsunamis to slow him, if Mogren would stir the earth beneath Mogren's teeth.
The water at your feet recedes. Lava oozes up through the shallow water, and a woman made from the guts of the earth emerges. She settles her characteristic broadsword on her shoulder, and sighs a cloud of smoke and ash. Mogren returns.
In the age when our steps carved valleys across the face of Eora, our bodies were impervious to all but the strongest attacks. I doubt fire and water will be enough to stop him. But I will bear down upon Aethys with all the heat and fury of the earth. If I must.
What about the mortals in the area? Thousands of Kith will die.
The death of thousands now could prevent the death of millions later.
You don't know if you'll save millions. You might kill thousands for nothing.
Dark, inky tears fall from Andra's eyes.
Sacrifices of the few protect the futures of the many. You cannot let your petty, mortal feelings blind you to the urgency of the dilemma Aethys has thrust upon us.
Funny how it's always Kith who need to make the sacrifice. Never you.
You will mind upon whose ground you tread.
The Pallid Knight watches you with keen, predatory eyes. The deep, bellowing cry of an aurochs shakes the ground beneath your feet. The cry drones on and on, a moan without end. Wal's many eyes squeeze shut. Andra slips back beneath her waves. Mogren dissipates in a swirling cloud of steam. Galawain's beasts cower and whine. Only the Pallid Knight stands impassive.
My end comes to all things in time. Should Aethys care to hasten the inevitable, I welcome his efforts.
What could Aethys possibly gain by destroying Eora?
Aethys seeks a slate wiped clean. Freedom from the endless revolutions of Barath's wheel.
So the cow's the god of death.
The final emancipation of the countless stolen mortal lives the gods hoard within themselves.
The Child of Light will not choose the hour of my death.
Mogren tests the edge of her broadsword with a smoldering finger.
He sows chaos in his longing for a radiant dawn. So much will be lost in the cacophony of fear his actions inspire.
The crack of thunder rends the air. The gods fall silent.
We can wait no longer to act. Speak with him, Watcher. Discover what it is he plans.
I'll do my best.
Water begins to creep across the floor. It swells, runs swiftly, and catches at your ankles. You scrabble at the tiles, but it's no use. The current's pull drags you off the edge of Barath's realm, and into the fathomless beyond. You splash down in water so dark you can't see the bottom. Then, the water recedes, gone like a dream upon waking. The hard wood of your cabin's floor presses against your spine. The gods are gone, but you remain.
Speaking of the gods, I really hope Andra doesn't cause any problems. Just gonna click that again just to be safe. Okay, anything around here? What are you doing in here? Eldingram. Can I speak with this? I can walk to it, but it does not seem like I can do anything. Jodie?
Got a weight in my lantern now. Almost feel like I can hear the soul when I jostle it around. With every soul, my lantern's getting heavier and heavier in my hand.
How are you feeling? Suffer any recent nightmares?
I did, recently with you. You were walking the depths of the ocean, but you didn't drown. And in your hand, you gripped the key to Eora's end. I've seen stars wreathing a statue's brow, and souls flowing like tears over gleaming Audra. And then my god headed into the heart of the storm, where he could find the darkness. Tell me what's on your mind?
Should you be swimming so much as a priestess?
Reckon not. But I can't help but be a touch wayward. I don't take it too far. My mom caught me once necking in the Merkberry stalks. And of course, I fight. But I've not done much more than that. And I don't use the real ugly words. Sometimes the feelings, they just come tumbling right out of me. Gods darn it.
So, how do you feel about Aethys now? Knowing what you do now?
We talking during the Saints' War, or after he died?
After, I mean, now.
Then you mean gone. Sure, maybe my god still answers to Aethys as well. Why not? But Aethys died, and death requires change. He ain't what he was. Not in exactly the same way. That's why I think his other aspect, his darkness in the light, is what's burning brighter in him now. No need to fiddle-foot around. I'm listening. I'm glad we talked.
And let's get out of there. What else? Oh, she speaks now. Oh wait, no. You toss lions. No, you tell her attack. Field sister.
Here we are again, Watcher.
Just have a nice
I thought we
little
had
chat
seen the
with you.
last of each other after the Hollowborn crisis. I must admit, accompanying you to Twin Elms worked out well for both of us.
Very well indeed. I'm glad to have you at my side again.
Belfetto. You only have to ask.
How do you like Deadfire so far?
Where I am assigned is of no concern to me. But I do think the Deadfire can be profitable for the Republics. If the Dukes need me here, I am glad to serve them.
So, what's your thought? What's on Aethys right now?
Well, even if he has taken a special interest in you, I doubt he is any less mad than I predicted. And I doubt Bareth and the other gods will consider your debt to them fulfilled. Merla, all of it. But this is just the same as before, no? The gods are playing their games and leaving us to settle the wager. We need to find a way to turn the tables on them, you and I. Diverus.
Okay.
Good. I have no concerns, Watcher.
Okay. Let's keep moving on in here. Kenizi? What else here? Deer and Aloth?
Great and terrible things are at work. And once again, you seem to be in the middle of it. The Rauataians we passed will doubtless spread word of what you've done in Hasongo. But others will want to know what you've seen. They'll look to you for answers.
I have to report truthfully.
You make it sound so simple. Don't you worry what will come next? What events you might move forward?
What is this about, Aloth?
It reminds me of the question that drew me to the Deadfire. The one I've been avoiding. I promised to tell you what I was doing among the Animancers at Port Marge. As you may have guessed, I was observing them. gathering information on the various Animancy operations in the region.
What for?
Animancy is a subject of particular interest to the Leaden Key. Through it, I hope to pick up the trail.
Then?
That's where it gets complicated. After that incident in Old Valia, I thought more about the Leaden Key and its particular composition.
Mostly lunatics and robes, as I recall.
If you two are finished... It's existed for over 2,000 years. Say what you will about its motives and methods, but that's an impressive tenure. That's when I realized how short-sighted I'd been. To think I could undo the Leaden Key without understanding how it works. I found references to an ancient Leaden Key cabal in the Deadfire. Possibly one of the oldest, if accounts are credible. And they appear to have been working independently, without direct intervention from Theos, for almost 2 millennia.
Okay. So you think by observing them, you'll learn how the Leaden Key works.
And how to destroy it, yes. Most sources refer to them as the Painted Masks. But I haven't met anyone here who knows that name.
The Haki of Ori no Koiki paint their faces.
Truly? Then perhaps we'll find something there.
This time?
That's all I ask. I must say, our adventures together have been a welcome change of pace.
Thanks. I enjoy your company too.
When we first met in the Deerwood, you were struggling for your sanity. Now you're fighting for your soul. I can't imagine the weight of that burden. And yet you've borne it, and more remarkably.
Isn't getting tired, but I won't let that get me down.
That's precisely what I mean. The gods have sent you after Aethys, and every power of note in Deadfire has their own plans for you. That puts you in a position of incredible influence. I've known you to be a person of rare kindness. Still, I'm pleased to see that you don't take your responsibilities lightly.
Circumstances put me in a position to help others.
If only more people thought as you do. I hope you'll remember this in the days to come.
Okay, now a little chat with Adair.
Hey, look who it is.
Oh, I've already spoken to him. Well, get to world map. Next stop, Nakataka. Just on the other side of the island. How much for a new boat? Just short of a dow. What kind of ship am I running right now? Deerwood sloop. Minimum group 5. I don't need any more money anyway. I'll just make our way to the palace. It'd be cool if you could see a line like that when you check the map. thing that's giving off light works. I don't even see any water in that ball. It's just a bunch of fish swimming through the air. So before we do that, we might just turn the sound down a bit. It's alright when they're singing Serenties, but there we go.
Your coming is a favorable omen already.
Just happy to
Such
be alive.
modesty, I say. You happen by a time when our rivals bicker and tear at each other's throats. I say the gods have sent us a rare gift wearing a familiar face.
Honored to meet you.
Save your manners for my sister. Kohopa fashioned me for the arena, not the court. I will not paddle around the island. My sister wants to know if you are as useful as you are disruptive. She trusts me to judge this.
Yeah, where is your sister anyway?
Ikira, but I hear whispers that you visited the Hazanui's Adra lighthouse and survived. Too much has happened for you to waste words with the royal brother. From now on, you work with Onikaza as an honored guest of her rooftop garden. Only, be kind to her cats.
Okay. So how do I get to the rooftop? Is it like through here? Let's just speed this up because I have no idea where I'm going. Upper floor. So I think I'm gonna look through here. So this is just an upper floor. Is there another staircase? There. There we go.
Barati pays coin to feed
My
the
brothers
Grey
and
Eel.
sisters have set sail for Neketaka.
I thought we were already on Neketaka. Alright. They're coming here. Could have worded that a little differently. Whatever.
It is high time we spoke away from the exhaustive filter of the court. My children, Kohopa and Tangaloa, it is to them that I answer when dignitaries do not pound at my door.
I think I speak for all of us when I say we'd be honored to pet your children. Trick with cats, of course, is you gotta ignore them first. Get them interested.
We are of one mind. My mother taught me to bait an enemy into the open, give it comfort and confidence. A messenger from the jaws of Tangaloa speaks with the voice of wisdom and change, I say. It is fitting that yours should be the voice that tells of Hasongo's fate. What did you see there?
Sanaga occupied the colony after Aethys trained the Adra. I let them live.
The snakes are on edge. Where comes this new boldness? Far be it for me to complain if they make trouble for outsiders. What of Aethys? If you know why he terrorizes the Deadfire, speak on.
He makes from migrants' teeth. I believe that's only a waypoint.
If Aethys makes for Magran's teeth, I say the Rathun will grind him to dust for the praise of their warrior matron. Even if they fail, it will be an enemy cleared from my plate. This is the gratitude of Nagati, I say.
Who's Rathun?
The fiery children of Magrin, devoted to their mother with a fanatic zeal. Bothersome, but the least of my troubles now. From Port Mage to Hasongo to Magrin's teeth, Aethys follows a rich vein of Adra. It takes him northeast to more interesting territory. In the deepest memory of the tribes, we have told stories of Magrin's teeth. Embellished sailors' fables, Akira, but not without some truth. My people speak of treacherous seas, lakes of fire, and the ancient warriors hammered to life on Magrin's anvil. Ashen Maw is the grandest and most accessible of the peaks. It is the sharpest tooth in Magrin's jaw. Prepare yourself for a fight.
I will hide it.
If you make preparations in Neketaka, I say we can help each other. I must keep the city's peace, and I have only so many arms and eyes. While the Deadfire screams, I would see Neketaka outlast the storm to come.
What do you need from
What
me?
I need is a lasting peace that will outlive my dynasty. But I will accept peace of mind for now.
Okay.
What do you know of my water shapers, Herald of Bareth?
They're keepers of ancient Fauna tradition.
Akira, and a heavy burden it is for so few to carry. My water shapers are the levy holding back Rauatai's advance. An adept standing at the prow of a war canoe is enough to send the fleet scrambling for the shallows. This reminds me, I owe the Hazanui a basket of koiki in remembrance of the Battle of Nekaro Atoll.
Sending your enemies a warning?
The voices of the dead echo through Tangaloa's mouth, wailing of their missteps in life. I merely ask the Hazanui to listen. While the problems of Aethys and overindulgent admirals plague these waters, I have summoned the masters of water shaping to Neketaka. Now would be the time to confer with Guildmaster Myru, but she does not answer my summons.
You think something is wrong?
It is too early to grow a forest from this coconut, but I would not dispatch you if I felt at ease. The Guild can suffer no setbacks. If Myru shirks her duties, her queen would know the reason. Nagati, do not abandon us now.
Okay, 4 of us have leveled up. What do we want for you? Let's go history and alchemy. Let's give you a revive spell as well. Oh, we get 2. Let's make you more effective as a healer. Adair, athletics, and survival. Let's go with this, keep him alive a little better. And let's go with tough. Aloth, Arcana, and history. What's this do? Oh, nice. Let's go with this and let's go for fire casting. And lastly, I need to up my mechanics. Let's go with this and let's ring the bell. Next. Okay, what does this guy need to say?
You look like you have something on your mind.
How are you holding
It's
up?
strange to imagine an ancient Leaden Key sect could have been working quietly all these years. But we've seen stranger things, haven't we?
Yep. All seasons. What are your thoughts on
The Queen
Lorna?
seems to operate with a light hand on the tiller, so to speak. And I think that's a good thing. What the Deadfire needs is someone who can lead its people without smothering them.
Alright. What about the trading company?
Well, they seem largely competent. I would feel better about that were they not run by profiteers and animancers. Well, Governor Clario seemed honest and well-intentioned. So one wonders why he was stationed at such an out-of-the-way post.
And the World Deadfire
I
Company.
think they're one of the most ordered and deliberate organizations I've ever seen. And I don't entirely trust that. Not after the Leaden Key. I'd heard Deadfire had a pirate problem, but I had no idea how large it was. Or how fashionable. Still, the only thing more dangerous than a unified pirate nation is one at war with itself. I worry about who will be caught in their crossfire.
Okay. Alright, everybody, let's go. So we can, at this point, we can either find Myru at the Water Shapers Guild, or make our way straight to Magren's Teeth. Let's go for this one.
I already have one guest in my head. I don't need another.
Sorry, lad. Thought that chip on your shoulder were for all to see.
Do you ever have a thought and just decide to keep it to yourself?
More than you know, my dear.
What is this? I can't remove. Oh, because we're up here. Okay, so that did not lead me where I wanted to. What's that? Ah. I don't know why we had to scatter like that.
I don't know how you and the Watchers sleep, carrying all those souls around.
Some nights it's the lantern that lulls me to sleep. It pulses like a heart in my hand.
If you find that comforting, then I'm glad for you.
So what is with this little cart here? Oh, there's a person.
I'm sure I have the perfect gemstone to match your eyes. Take a look.
Oh, okay. Good for crafting ingredients. Okay, let's just make our way south. Our super skills should be this building right here. Okay, oh, that's a mana. There's where we're going. What are those waterfalls going along the outside?
There may be other Naga nearby.
Okay, let's
Nice and quiet.
Stealthily.
A clever gambit.
Oh, 20 or something. Does not seem to be anything here though. Something through here though. What looks like a dining room.
I'm here.
How may I help?
Yes? Tell me. No trouble at all.
Everyone leave, I'm about to do a crime. Yeah, how much of these is stealing? Okay, that one's not stealing. It's a quest item. And everything else is stealing, so that's just...
Go no further. There is a situation in the guild hall. All is under control, I say. But the building is closed until Myru cleans up the mess below.
The Queen sent me to speak with Myru. What is happening?
Nothing beyond the likes of us, I say. Naga swam in from the waterways of our sanctum. We pressed back until they fled underground. Then Myru gathered her forces for a stand at Pariki's tomb. I am to guard the staircase, while she routs the last of them. Kira, but Myru is fierce for her years.
Why haven't you summoned help from the Queen?
We are water shapers. Onikaza knows we can walk over a few snakes. Myru, though, I say she would not turn down reinforcements.
Oh, I hope you left something for
I
me.
say you will have to run fast. She could cut through Naga like a harpoon through blubber. I will remain and dispatch any snakes who slither past you. Good hunting.
Myru forbade me from following her, but I say Ngati would not want me to miss this.
I'll take
Then
all the
let
help
us
I
be
can
off.
get.
Ngati's chosen will bring his foot down on the back of every wriggling snake. Lead on.
Okay, do you have any healing move? That's what I need to know. Tanglefoot, Nature's Mark, Red Skin, Purge of Toxins. Yeah, that's good enough. That'll do. What about Chanter? What does a Storm Speaker do? Okay. The other one seems to be more supportive. We need more support. Level 9, level 8, level 9, level 9, level 8, level 8.
Are you certain?
Very different team to what I'm used to. Yeah, these guys could use some experience too. Are we all back over here? Oh. Well, no stealing today, I guess. Yeah, I could come back and, like, between streams and just leave everyone on the ship. So before we continue, what do you want? Let's go for athletics and survival. Get 2 abilities, huh? Well, let's go for that, and vengeful revival. So we didn't really boost her at all, we just gave her abilities for the bird. Oh, why was I sneaking? Whatever. Probably gonna need to keep sneaking in the depths. Okay, very mossy down here.
You read my mind.
The sanctum is looking wetter than usual, I say.
Okay. Let's do this. Corner rooms decorate the stone entrance. Ngati would not have gifted her chosen people a watery covenant unless they persisted in deserving it. Okay, nothing I can do about the door, but there's a little bit of anger.
I've done this before. Child's play.
Alright, everybody.
Eyes open.
Oh, we left something behind. What are these? A Zata shell. I'm not sure what those are for, but I should have a decent amount of them now. More Naga around. Let's just move forward. Inch a little closer. Stuff. These guys. How did I get their attention by moving away? Well.
Somehow it always ends in bloodshed. This.
That one specifically.
Mind your manners.
And then
I've got
this
some
one.
bad news for you. Shall we begin?
There's another one.
Mess.
It makes no difference.
What weapons does this guy use? Let's collect some stuff off these guys. Nice. So I've heard diplomacy. and Arcana. 2 new paladin spells. Yeah, that sounds good. What's this? Increases zeal. More fire. Let's go with so many choices. Let's go with this, just in case we end up somewhere that has poison stuff. And someone immune to that who can keep healing others is got to be a good idea. Anything else down here? Not in this room.
I'll report back to you.
Okay, what do you have? You got Water Shaper's robes and a focus.
Curse on all snakes.
Oh, it's her.
Myru! Oh, gods, look what they've done to you!
Peace, Tekehu. I gave back 10 times what I took. Too many, even for me.
I think you might need a
No
healer.
time for that, I say.
You're too stubborn to die, old shark.
For once, Tekehu, just listen. The rod of the deep. Oh, I've lost it.
Just when
Taken.
I get
You'll need
her
to
off the team.
find the rod. Get through the stone door by the entrance.
I'll find the rock.
Wards.
Let's try and stay with me.
Failing. Hurry, before it escapes.
Haven't seen any wards.
Pitied Isengati, Lady of Lament, as the pearl orb of the heavens.
Myru? Myru? Bayengati. She's dead.
Still don't know why
Myru
this is
told us to
happening.
seek a rod and a door. A vague plea, I say, but I would honor her last wish. Akera, the others will see to her once we've cleaned up the last of this mess.
A clip. Gambit. How curious.
Yeah, how big is this place?
Slow and steady at once.
I suppose I should level you up too. go with Barbaric Blow. Let's try to stay dry for now.
I have the strangest feeling I've done this before.
I sense a predator in the water.
Okay, let's just keep looking around before we make our way that way. Okay, there's a grotto here. Oh, that's a library.
At once.
Turquoise and obsidian. Pull the take from here. Sweet. And yoink. Yoink.
You read mine?
And yoink.
I won't be gone long.
There's one, but I don't see others. So it's named.
Shall I have a word with this one?
Might as well be hitting the water. Looks like I'm here to stay.
Mess! I hope you're ready.
Time.
Somehow it always ends in bloodshed.
Oh, wow.
If only. So much for diplomacy. Running won't save you.
So, he can do that, huh? Impressive.
A clever gambit.
Let's keep making our way through here. The tunnel descends sharply into the murky waters.
I'll report back to you. What's our plan? I'll report back to you. Gambit. You ask so little.
The wheel. How it tugs at me. Akira. And how bright you look. At least in death, I can complete a thought. My rod and the words of Pariki's devotion will open the way to the inner sanctum, past the sealed door.
Okay.
Pitied is Ngati, Lady of Lament. As the pearl orb of the heavens crosses her view, her eyes well with tears, as constant as rain. But the moon's skyward journey continues apace, the lover's affection as ephemeral as fingers touching. Akira, but you retrieved the rod already. You must strengthen the wards, no matter what it tells you.
Thank you. Rest well.
At what?
Apparently there's a soul inside the statue. Okay, am I going through their memories? Guess I'll just hold his hand. And read a tear. Read the clock. Okay.
This is the tomb of Periki. Such disrepair, I say.
Okay, this is all the same. I'll just do all this myself. I'll just call the others up when it's time to get moving.
I have the strangest feeling I've...
Touch this with the rod. Study the symbols. This is a full moon. Upon a symbol of Andra. Hands. And the ring. If maybe if I call him up.
Have my attention.
And while he's doing that, Galaxy, Moon, Rain, Moon, Hands. Okay, so Ngati, Moon, Rain, Moon, Hands. Ngati, Moon. Rain, Moon, finally, the hands. Nice. Go through anyway. Oh damn, that's a dragon.
Ishi, down. This is no time to pick a fight. Of course I know you can take him.
Belfetto. I am thrilled as always to walk into a dragon's lair with you, Watcher. Your path is littered with the creatures.
Galloway's feckin' spear. That there be a right bonny beast and a half.
Have you come to deliver me from this prison of my own making?
Yeah, nah.
What an unfortunate beginning for us. I am Skirilophus, Guardian of the Isles. What is this? One of Andra's whelps?
Hello.
I am Bolo Helgrim, Captain of the Defiant.
I would see this vessel of yours someday, but we will return to that.
You can only be here for one reason. You serve the Huana. This prison is built on a foundation of their lies.
I have more cause to trust them than I do you, fiend.
Then you are complicit in the pillaging of the Deadfire, and we are enemies. You stand in the sanctum of the Water Shapers, those who make parlor tricks of Ngati's art. An art in decline. The Huana Covenant has failed. With each grain of sand surrendered to outsiders, Ngati draws her favor away from her chosen people.
That is only superstition.
The Guild hides how their acolytes struggle. Their ancestral forms no longer respond as they once did. Soon, there will be no Water Shapers to remember them.
I like what I'm hearing so far.
Daughter of the West, what I intend for the Huana is nothing to what I will inflict upon your fleet. When their mighty talent went into decline, I gave the Huana the strength to raise the very sea against our enemies. For my generosity, they bound me to this chamber by my soul.
This cannot be true, I say.
The half-breed's naivete is charming. I see why you suffer his company. And now the Deadfire dies in my absence. The luminous Adra shrieks in agony, calling out for a guardian.
The soul is stuck here.
You are a watcher. Of all the Kith who could have entered this chamber, how intriguing.
Submerging in the dragon's soul feels at first disorienting, like pursuing the stacks of a vast library. The energy and vibrancy that should color his soul is gray and worn. From the shadows, a dark, formless thing reaches out to you in desperation. The wards around the stone floor drag the essence down and disperse its energy elsewhere, to the Water Shaper students of Nakataka. Look into your soul.
Believe what you will. My duty to the archipelago is all that matters.
I feel like I'm gonna make an enemy.
So is mine. And it involves aiming a cannon between your eyes.
Would you give me Tangaloa's kiss? I might welcome it. Freedom comes like the tide, and the Deadfire heeds my call. I sense a rod among your belongings. My gift to Periki, my covenant with the Huana, another broken promise. It made the enchantments of this prison and can destroy them. It can set me free.
We have a responsibility, I say.
To do what?
But if he speaks truth, the Huana are better served if he remains.
Your opinion is irrelevant, half-breed.
Letting you go deprives the Water Shapers of a useful asset.
The Huana will struggle. If they are worthy, they will endure. Those who are wise will remember their covenant with ancient Ngati.
Misaka would have me killed if I set you free. There has to be another way.
Is your loyalty to a queen of lies so steadfast? She may not know of me, but she is complicit in this crime all the same. You owe her nothing.
And what happens to your captors if I do as you ask?
The Huana have chartered their doom. I will not mourn their passing. Neither will I speed it along while they stand against the foreign tide.
That's a pity. I was about to suggest we make a deal.
My concerns are greater than your petty squabbles over land. I will tolerate your curiosity.
Let's discuss the
Talk,
matter of
then.
yours. Okay, the way I see it, we have 3 options. But I'd rather just go with 2. Since I only have a coin. Heads, I set him free. Tails, I bolster the wards. The dragon goes free.
Hariki and her mages crafted this prison with the rod you carry. The rod could destroy the wards as well. Your inspection is irrelevant. I have seen enough of these walls for the both of us. The wards are the bars of my prison, and the rod you carry can bend them apart like stalks of wheat.
Might be safer if I siphon the power and let the wards collapse on their own.
If you think it prudent. Time has weakened the wards enough that I can leave this cell without you. There will be a debt of pain that I have no wish to incur. Betray me, and I will summon as many waves of Naga as it takes to shatter this prison.
Okay, how do I...
The pleasure is mine.
Let's make the wards down.
I can feel the weight of this pit diminishing around me. Do not stop now.
Patience.
The next ward. Make haste.
And here's the last one.
The burden of this prison is lifted. I will return to the beloved Atra.
Maybe he'll show up again when we go after Aethys. Will you consider showing mercy to those who wronged you?
Mercy? Only for those who showed mercy to me. The rest... Should your hopes darken on the high seas, you will feel a welcome chill as my shadow passes over your deck. Depend on it.
The dragon beats its wings, lifting its massive form above the ground of his watery prison. He stretches open his jaws and roars, the ensuing blast blowing out the top of his prison, exposing it to the sky above. For the first time in untold years, natural light floods the interior of the chamber. He snaps his wings the second time, flying through the exit with wild abandon, tilting at reckless, unpracticed angles as he builds incredible speed. When he emerges, shrieks of horror and dismay grow in volume. Moments later, he passes out of view. You hear an explosion of splintered wood, upheaved water, and incredible devastation in the southwestern corner of the island.
I thought Aethys was too busy kicking over islands to blunt his teeth with mortals.
Okay, you don't want to talk
What
about what
say?
you just went
You must take
through.
something from all this idle chatter with the gods.
Aethys was more curious about me than
And
I
you
was
knew
about
things
him.
he did not. Ah. For what does he listen to you, then? The gods I know are tight of lip and hard of hearing.
He's searching his feelings. He needed a moral perspective.
I could not imagine the inner workings of a god. But then, I am not meant to. It is for mortals to flail in the darkness, I say, while gods point us toward light.
How did they let us figure it for ourselves?
To be worshipped, to have others interpret your design. It is not fair, I say. For what should a god worry about such cares, when theirs is the hand on the tiller?
Are we still talking about Aethys?
Kara, I did not wish to burden you. These days I am having to think harder than my pampered years. You will forgive the handsome fish if he is as curious as the green god. At least Aethys has you to keep him in check. What happens when we catch up to him is something for future Tekehu to worry about.
Okay, this is weird. Let's take a look. It's the underground hall, underwater and cloaked in oppressive shadows. Pillars of coral and bone reach up to support a ceiling that must be hundreds of fathoms away. Chandeliers lit with bioluminescent globes dangle from long ropes, swaying in languid tentacular motions. At the farthest end of the hall sits Andra, as tall as a castle keep, leaning forward in her throne. She has adopted the head of an anglerfish and regards you with its globular stare. Her sickle-shaped jaw opens and closes in a rictus of conflicted emotions.
Scratch under the wet clay of any artist and you hatch a lifetime of fear and doubt.
Andra drops her chin on her fist and studies Tekehu with a sigh.
My boy doesn't fear the gods. He only fears what he'll compromise by living up to his potential. But isn't it easier to let sculptures represent you? Poor thing. Nothing he does could disappoint me. But that is a mother's prerogative.
Also maybe the wet slapping sound. Received the impression of a wink. Let's be off. We are probably gonna
Captain,
get
a word. When I joined the guild, I was a fish in a dream. Water Shapers were the keepers of our oldest covenant, protectors of history, heroes, I say. Now I see the guild only for what it has become. Ekera, a perversion of the oldest Juana art.
We'll get through this.
Ekera, even if this faith was a lie, I do not want to tarry in this house of regret a moment longer. My thoughts will be clearer in time. You are kind to listen, I say.
Alright, let's go. I'll have a quick chat with the Queen. Seems my conversations have been running a little too long.
Slippery as an eel.
Okay, no one seems to be up in arms about the dragon.
What madness has its clutches around Pariki's Overlook? The mountain shakes, bellows of anguish echo over the wind. And a shadow rose from the streets to cover Queen's Birth on its way to the sea. Now the traders look to me for answers I do not have. Nothing but panic and contradiction make their way to my ears. Tell me what happened.
Naga invited the guild to rescue an ancient sea dragon.
You do not jest.
About many things, Highness. Not this, I say.
For what did the guild endanger my city with this creature? I will hear Myru's report.
Myru is dead.
No! To lose a teacher of Myru's skill while Rawatai points their cannons at us? Tekehu, my sympathies. I know yours was a turbulent apprenticeship.
Ekera, the guild, they fought bravely, Highness.
Send every bird from my master water shapers. Tell them to cleave the ocean in half if they must. They will come to Neketaka now. I once told Myru she was not allowed to retire while Rawatai's fleet darkened my ports. Nagati is not done testing me, I say.
Pariki captured the dragon long ago and built the guild around his prison.
Pariki was a whaler before she took up Nagati's art. I say her largest trophy was a secret, well kept. Kahanga legends tell us that our ancestors made compacts with the creatures of the Deadfire. Send for Ranga Hauhua of the Wapua tribe. If she could soften the hearts of my cats, I say dragons are not beyond her.
Ikera, but I cannot believe... Highness, would you trap another of Ngati's ancient pets?
I would go any distance to protect my people. Can Nagati's chosen say the same? Speak on, Watcher. As surely as a tide swelling over the shore, I feel you are not finished.
All I know is that anyone who learned water shaping here leached off its soul.
Then Pariki's students had an advantage in their lessons, I say. And Myru's after her. All at the cost of this beast's freedom. If water shaping is not as our ancestors taught it, we cannot reckon how much of the original form we have lost. What became of the dragon, Watcher? If the power of this beast strengthened our guild?
I set him free. Okay.
No! No, I say! Nagati close her teeth around your boat and Wodika scrawl your name in her log of disgrace.
What is the problem?
If my apprentices struggle to learn Nagati's art, then we have no hope of replenishing the ranks. And I do not have the luxury of patience. I cannot keep Rawatai in check if they do not recognize our strength. The guild can outlast this, but our enemies will test us beyond what we can endure.
I didn't set out to damage the Huana cause, Your Highness.
Then you are nothing but a fish puppet Ngati sent to trick us with cheap lures of hope. Even in desperate times, this falls beneath the expectations of the Kahanga crown. You may see yourself out.
But you simply hand an ally to your competitors.
Wait. Water Shapers have kept this city in the hands of the Kahanga. A queen cannot do this alone. You may work off your debt to the crown. I will swallow my pride if it keeps an ally under my roof.
Thank you for the second chance, Highness.
Thank the goddess. Pray that she finds you worthy of service. My water-shaping masters will arrive soon, and I say the guild will be stronger for their guidance. But a queen's work is not finished until she has endured all of Nagati's trials. I could send birds to every Ranga and rally them to our cause, but Neketaka needs more than strength. We need pure Huana fury. We need the Wahaki. My brother calls the Wahaki the last true Huana. He's severe on the Kahanga, but I do not call him wrong. I'd be surprised if you haven't traded blood with them once or twice in the past. The tribe hates all foreigners. Passing ships are attacked on sight, and explorers never make it back to the beach.
Hopefully they recognize me as a friend.
They will at least let you talk while they knock their arrows, I say.
That's all I need.
I have hesitated to let the trading company see my teeth, but those days are behind us. Filling the seas with Wahaki war canoes will strike terror in the heart of even Rawatai's Iron Fleet.
Are we still pitting cannons against canoes, Highness?
Cannons exhaust themselves after every battle cry. My warriors do not.
I will make contact with the Wahaki and hope for the best.
Sail for the Isle of Oriokoiki and return when you have an answer from the tribe, whether fair or foul. The island lies northwest of Neketaka. There is a phrase which will protect my royal herald. Over crumbling mountains, across blighted seas. If you remember this, it could save your life.
Crumbling mountains, across blighted seas. I'll remember that.
Write it down if you must, but recall it when the time comes. The Wahaki are not a trusting people.
Okay. Well, that went better than I thought. There's one thing Bolo Helril is good at. It's talking himself out of a very shitty situation. And I wonder if having, what is your name again? Takehu. I wonder if having him with me would have helped at all.
To my tribe, the Water Shapers were keepers of the past, our connection to the ancestors. How the guild heaped praise on Ngati's chosen. How they congratulated themselves for acquiring me, I say. My cage was a gilded one. Their dragon, he was not so lucky.
I see your point.
The guild teaches a likeness of Ngati's art, for shame. But they posture before outsiders like masters of old. To inspire the world with Ngati's gift. This is my calling.
Neketaka needs your strength. See that the guild remembers that.
None of this changes how I feel when I practice the forms. Like swimming over an ocean trench, I say. But Pariki twisted my art into a perversion. An echo of what it should be. The guild must change for the Huana to grow. I say that as Ngati's message delivered through her son's mouth.
What do you plan on doing about it?
I will bring a change not seen since the days of our ancestors. Our legends speak of the covenant with Ngati, one that defined the tribes for generations. The ancestors gave her unwavering devotion, and she gave them a gift. Losing Ukaizo severed our connection to the gods. Over time, their gifts diminished. The tribes have never needed Ukaizo more. With Ngati's blessing, I would bring Ukaizo to them.
What do you expect to find on Ukaizo?
The bleached bones of the past? Lewd sculptures? No one knows what the Huana left behind, and there is little enough for us to guess by.
So you've committed to finding this island.
I say it is obvious now that Ngati brought me into the world to do this for the Huana. Whatever we find, what better crew than friends to find lost Ukaizo on treacherous seas? Akira?
Yeah.
Sounds fun. Akira. Right, Ishi?
If you be taking requests, a few more beautiful lads and lasses wouldn't hurt none. Provided they possess the basic know-how of knots, navigation, cannon powder and such.
Captain, you have let the handsome fish do all the talking. I needed this. Thank you.
No problem.
Akira, let us be off.
Okay, and what does the God of the Oceans want now?
My handsome fish is intimidated by his own potential. How upsetting for him. See the anxiety that takes shelter behind his confident smile? He has worn that since he was old enough to swim.
Why does the text say something different?
I could always plant the Covenant in his dreams, but that would spoil the fun of Ukaizo. My final test for the Huana.
Okay.
Help him to rise up from crawling. Help him to stand and walk as a man, as a god.
Still with us, Captain? I had no desire to bore you with my inane chatter.
Let's be off.
May I assist?
Well, I think things went very well. let's get back to the ship and I'll call this here. Sucks that only this specific character can have a bird. In an earlier playthrough I did by myself with only custom characters, I had a ranger I wanted to give a bird. Settled on antelope. Okay. Well, I think that's about enough for today. Let's see. Which one is... Okay, I guess that didn't start a quest or anything. So, either next week we'll either do this mission or this mission. But between that, I'll probably keep doing some bounties, getting more gold. I hope you guys all enjoyed, and I hope I don't have any problems from that one bit with Andra. And see you all next week. Didn't think I'd be able to say that last time, but yeah. See you next week.